I am at the Battleground VR here in Los Angeles. This marks the second stage of my trip to this wonderful city. Now, we are here at a location that has added our games, which is not with us on a franchising basis. So we are taking you through a number of different locations around California, around LA, that have added our ANVIO games. So there are two ways of partnering with ANVIO. So one of them is through licensing, where you simply add our games to a specific location. It could be a VR club, it could be a restaurant, basically any place that wants to add our games. The second form of partnership is, of course, franchising. Now, last week, I was in Hollywood, right on Hollywood Boulevard, where we have one of our renowned, centrally located locations. It is our ANVIO location in Hollywood. You'll see the video in the comments down below with a link to where you can watch that as well. But today we are at Battleground VR. Now this is a location, a very spacious one at that, a very beautiful design, interior that looks futuristic, just an incredible vibe here. And yeah, I'm going to show you around the place. I'm going to speak to some operators. I've already spoken to the owner. And of course, I'm going to be showing you our ANVIO games and our game zones right over there backstage. And basically show you everything that this location has to offer. So without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it, and I will see you in the next scene. Now they also have various VR attractions like this one. We've seen these at a number of our locations around the world. We also have these at our franchise location in San Diego. Basically, single-player VR attractions are always a great addition to a VR park like Battleground VR. So I'm here at Battleground VR. It's a very big location, a lot of things going on here, and I'm here with
Michael.
So, Michael, what do you do here at Battleground VR?
I'm manager here, so I'm working every day with customers, sell your zombie games.
So Michael, I mean, I noticed that you have quite a lot of different things here. You have, VR attractions, you have Mario Kart, but you also have ANVIO VR. Tell me, what's the story behind ANVIO, this location? When did the games first arrive? And how are the games here in general?
I'm working here about 2 years, but 1.5 years ago, that location was sold to a new owner, and that owner bring your games here to that location. Yeah, and before that, before owners changed, that location didn't generate any profit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's real. It was about minus $12,000 last month before the location was sold, and the next month that location make 40,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and yeah, we have. I see a lot of changes after that your game. After the new owner bring your game here. Yeah. Do you have another question?
Yeah, I want to ask as well. So, apart from ANVIO's free roam, what other free roam do you have available, and how do you generally, what's your strategy behind selling the free roam here at this park?
So before ANVIO, we have here games from Polygon company, and we removed that because we have a lot of problems with that. We have games from Phenomena right now, Phenomena VR, and yeah, that game works like your game very good, and no other games. I mean, no other free roam games. What's our strategy? Basically. We're trying to solve your games because that games in our location most expensive. I can't say about prices, right? So price per person for ANVIO game costs 45, just for one game. Also we have a package for 1 hour on whole that space, but only one zombie game included, only one ANVIO game. And when players playing your game, they trying to sell half an hour on that space more for $15, and just because we want to take a few money more from any clients, but not every time we can do that. Or but most profit we're generating from events, from parties.
So, Michael, this is essentially where the magic happens. This is the the famous ANVIO. Well, you have the famous ANVIO symbols, the signs on the walls, on the floor. This is where you essentially launch Revolta. So you were saying earlier that you don't like the fact that the rounds are too short. But can you tell me in what capacity or when do you usually use Revolta? Like, do you use it for specific event, maybe like corporate events, birthday parties? Is that a popular game during those types of events?
Yeah, so I'm setting up on corporate event. I'm setting it up for adults and for very big parties, because sometimes we make parties up to 100 people and we just don't have enough space in other area. And we sold it separate. We have some companies who really like it and coming to us sometimes to play that game.
Yeah, I noticed there were some big companies you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, we can setting up here right now up to 8 people just because we have 8 headsets on that area. But your support said we can setting up to 12.
Yes, that's correct. 12.
Yeah, but we just don't have enough right now headsets.
And yeah, also, Michael, so as you know, we have a number of other locations here in California, in LA. Have you personally been to some of the other ones? What's your favorite location here in California, or have you only been to this one?
Battleground, of course. It's the biggest one, and we have a lot more options than other locations.
Have you been to the one in Hollywood?
Yeah, of course. I've been on every. I've been in Hollywood. In last week, I've been on San Diego. I'm building location at San Francisco.
So, Michael, what has been a memorable event here at Battleground VR? Maybe there's something that stood out, throughout your time working here.
So, I remember events what we did for big companies like McKinsey company. We made some event for SpaceX. Ooh. For HRs from SpaceX.
So Elon Musk was here?
No, still not, but we're waiting him.
Elon, if you're listening.
We make we make about 7 events for Delta Airlines, and we creating for them special gift cards for the Delta company. That's it, I think.
And so Delta, if you're listening, we'll gladly sponsor you. So Michael, in that case, I don't have anything else to ask. I'm going to be traveling to San Diego tomorrow, to our other location, because as you know, we have a number of locations here in California, in LA. And I hope to see what that location is like. But in that case, thank you so much for your time. And I wish you the best in your future endeavors here at Battleground VR.
Thank you so much.
It has been a hectic couple of hours here at Battleground VR. It is the second part of my journey in LA. I really love what the team is doing here. I mean, the place is impeccable, great cover art, great games, of course our games, the ANVIO games. I spoke to our partner here, to some of the operators, and discussed a whole list of questions that were very useful to us and of course hopefully to you as well. So with that in mind, I'm going to be continuing my journey to San Diego tomorrow and actually travel to our franchise location over there and see what they have in store. So this is just my second stage of this journey. Keep staying tuned to what I'm gonna be sharing with you over these next couple of days, and hopefully see you in person soon, because I do have some meetings lined up as well with some existing partners, with some new partners, so that should be something that I will be looking forward to. And with this in mind, I won't keep rambling any longer, and I will see you in the next video.